is right. We can talk about anything you like. Just listen. Take a walk right over to my kitchen. What you wanna do? Come mix it up with the stew. So tell me what you wanna do. Come mix it up with the stew. Yeah, come mix it up with the stew.
Okay, catch yourself. I think that I can start a new career in choreography. Can you see that in my future?
Yeah.
Boy, hey,
Shade so in your mind.
The shade and the tea. Anyway, welcome to the stew, guys. I'm Anika.
I'm Kanae. Sorry.
I'm
Look at you, look at you. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you get for talking about me bad.
It's a brand new week. I'm excited.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, you're tripping up on your voice.
Let's get this
I
going.
know.
Man. It's
Let's just
Monday.
say Leslie had a good, successful weekend at Moon Bar, guys.
Lord.
We're going to leave that one in the vault.
I was about to say, I can't say what I really want to say.
We're
going to
lock those videos down. And
yes.
speaking of videos, of course, we're so used to the internet having something just always gone viral. And we want to talk a little bit about our favorite viral videos. One of the biggest sensations that happened in 2016 was Joanne, the scammer.
Yes.
Honestly, truly. Definitely one of my favorite videos. You can check it out here. But geez, I'm obsessed with Joanne the Scammer. And since her videos have gone, well, his video.
Her
is
She's
person.
Joanne.
Joanne's videos have gone so viral that he now has like a doormat for your door that you can order on Amazon that says, "Welcome to my Caucasian home." And I am getting one for Christmas. I'm very sure of that. That's your hint. I'm getting one for Christmas, and I'm definitely like bringing it to work during the day to like put in front of my office door.
Why not?
And then I'm taking it home. So that means you should just buy two.
I will admit, I didn't know Miss Scammer until
Miss Scammer, I
love that.
till Tiana Taylor did her impression for Halloween, and then I was
my
like,
Caucasian
"What?
hallway.
What is this?"
Honestly, truly, I need
I had
you to.
no idea.
Yeah.
I love the lip quiver that she does. You know,
I'm sorry, I'm on TV looking all crazy, trying to do this lip quiver.
I gotta take a look.
What's your favorite viral video?
Well, of the week, because you know these videos come out so quickly. Every time you turn around, there's another one. But my highlight for the week definitely had to be a video I came across. The handle at the bottom said @Spice Adams. And it was this gentleman rocking out to one of the songs on the new A Tribe Called Quest album. And listen, what was so hilarious about it is, you know, he's rocking to the beat. Every time a beat comes in, you know, he's got that going on. Once the song really gets going, I honestly thought he was going to slam his head against the steering wheel because he was really into it at this point. Feeling it so much, he crawled through the sunroof, okay? This is how excited he was, and then came back in the car on the beat. Listen, you have to see it. It's just absolutely hilarious.
What about you, Janae?
That's incredible. I need to watch it too. The problem is I see the videos, right? I think I saw it on my timeline, and then I'm always in a place where I can't play them.
Yeah,
you know, and you can't just watch it. And I think I started to watch it in silence. It didn't make any sense.
You know, you gotta save it. That's what
exactly.
I do.
Okay, so save it. There you go. There's a trick. Save the videos and come back to it.
Thank you,
but next, I want to
Facebook.
talk about internet sensations locally, right? Who has, I mean, in the world of viral videos, who has been the come up in our shores?
Ooh, I really love Harrison, the relationship specialist, and like, and so he does these vlogs about just any topics concerning relationships. And as of recent, he's been doing a lot more comedic pieces like on his Instagram. And let me tell you, it is hilarious. He had one where he was in the car and he was like, Bahamians, while they're driving. So I guess the person in the car cut him off and he was getting ready to curse the person out and then realized that it was somebody from his church. And he's like, oh, partner, partner, yeah, sister. And I was just in my office, ball out laughing. I love Harrison and I think he's so smart. And I like that his, info about relationships are like bite-sized, it's to the point, and then you're like, you're right.
You know
you're
what? I
right.
love it for subliminals. subliminals.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're next to your significant other and then you scroll around his videos and then you're like, let me just play it. And then you see like, okay, guys, you know, you're too friendly and you're in a relationship. You need to not be friends with her. And I'm like, oh, say it, Harrison. Say it for him.
Yes, Harrison.
Say it for him. On a point.
Yes.
Yeah. But I want to give a shout out to some of the others. We've got King Cloud out there.
It's roast time.
Bahama Beauty or Colombiana, I think it was.
Yes, Ashley. Let me tell y'all a story, honey. Get you and Ashley, honey. Ashley will have you together. Let me tell you, Ashley helped me with my lashes today. If they bend up, it's because of Ashley. But if they look good, it's still because of her. Shouts out to Bahama Beauty too. She's amazing. I think over 7,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Something like that.
That's huge.
Getting
Where she just making you look all good and stuff. The Bahamian way. I love it.
Teach you how to beat that face, boo. Thanks.
Oh, and Tipsy Bartender. Oh, Tipsy Bartender. Listen, as I've told you all before, I'm not really a drinker, but I thoroughly enjoy his videos, and it really makes me want to just run out to my local liquor store, buy up all them ingredients, and try it myself.
I don't need a Tipsy Bartender for that. But yes, he's amazing. No, he's good. He's funny. Very entertaining videos for sure. Congratulations to all those people, man. It's a lot of work to pull that off.
Exactly.
Seriously.
It's a craft, and I mean, they've excelled at it. It's great. Congrats.
So, ladies, in the world of entertainment, I want to switch gears now and find out what are some of your favorite movies. And I'm bringing this up because it's kind of a, movie day, if you will. We're going to have a special guest in studio a little later on, but on that topic of entertainment and films, I'm sure you take some time out at some point and watch something.
Yes.
Because,
we're talking movies exclusively?
As opposed to watching
TV shows?
No, movies.
Okay. Movies.
Okay. Yeah. No, I say that because my husband's a big TV show / movie watcher, so he's had me on Atlanta for a few weeks now, and it was directed by
I haven't seen
he just got a role in Star Wars.
Oh, I know who you mean. His name is Childish Gambino.
Nice. Childish Gambino.
Yeah,
Danny Glover.
Not Danny Glover.
Danny something.
Something Glover.
You ladies need to find your information for next time, all right?
But in any event, Atlanta is it's so it's kind of deep, but it's really highlighting kind of Black issues or African American issues, but in a very creative way. My favorite episode, they had a transracial episode.
Nice.
So not transgender, but someone who was dealing a young black guy dealing with racial issues and wanting to be a 35-year-old white man.
Right.
Leslie, can I say, she made me watch it, and I literally could not stop laughing. It is, you have to see it. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
very interesting.
I need to look that up. Yeah. I just finished binge watching The Crown the other day on Netflix, and
I've heard about that. Everyone's talking about that on Facebook.
Enjoyed it, yes. The Crown, based on the marriage of Queen Elizabeth, our queen now, our queen, Queen Elizabeth, her marriage to Prince Philip at the time. That happened in the first few episodes, and then of course her becoming queen. It's a very interesting transition, seeing how she managed to maneuver her lifestyle and how it impacted her husband, because really he's still just a prince. He's not the king. So yeah, you got to check it out. It's
a lot of people on my Facebook have been talking about it and posting, so I want to check it out.
Interesting.
Yeah, mine is, so I'm this kind of movie watcher. I never really watch new movies because I get disappointed because they're corny generally for me. And I hate when people are online oh, you got to go watch this. I feel like people sensationalize it, and I watch it and I hate it.
They oversell it for you.
Yeah, so
I got you.
My personal favorite, OMG, I've probably seen this movie 500 times, 500 Days of Summer. And it's witty, it's comical, it's
Funny
sweet.
Enough, I've not seen that. I
it's
really
so good.
Believe it or not.
It's so good. I promise you, it's so good. I love the way that it was shot. The cinematography was great. They tell the story in different time frames, so they'll skip to day 36 and then skip to day 500. It's so good.
Gordon Hewitt?
Don't ask me names, girl.
Okay,
so,
forget it.
Moving on. Kind of taking a step back a bit, we went into viral videos and all that stuff, but I want to talk about something else that's been trending, or it's been trending for years and years and years, but I don't think locally we don't talk about it so much, but cyberbullying, right? the act, and what it is the act of really bullying someone online.
Yeah.
Right?
Online harassment.
Yes.
Online harassment,
Yes.
and bullying in school was big. Like I was really bullied in school, I thought. It scarred me.
I was too.
It really scarred me for a very long time. But now we have this element of online bullying. Now, Anika, you are Miss Online Queen.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Have you
I'm sure you
experienced
must-
this?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
of
must be faced
course.
with something.
So much before I was like really into TV, I blog, and I had someone one time create a fake account on Instagram, and they commented on a picture of mine, and I did this style post about wearing swimsuits to dinner, like my swimsuits with my jeans. And the person created a fake account to tell me that I was basic. They were like, oh, you're so basic. I went on your website and you think you know so much about style. And it was so comical to me. I thanked the person for, browsing my website and for giving me some clicks and for taking the time to not just create a fake
Did they
account, but to
respond?
like Google a picture to make their default
man.
photo.
So
That
this
she
is
had
like a legit
It was like a legit
profile.
thing. It
Did
was
they
all-
respond to your response?
Yes, I
That's
said
so
because I said
hilarious.
something like, "Hi, sweetheart. Thank you so much for your feedback, and thank you so much for the clicks and for checking out my blog."
yeah.
Blah. And she goes, "I'm not your sweetheart." And I'm like, "Okay,
No,
well,
she didn't.
let's just not."
But you know what? Yeah, no, I can totally relate.
Yeah,
'cause
it's funny. I don't care.
Yeah.
So now that
you
you're
just
on
gotta
TV,
keep move on.
TV.
what are your biggest fears? I mean, for being on the stew.
Boy, I have two really huge fears about being on the stew, and the first is like, obviously when you're on TV and you're talking to an audience, you always want to make sure that you are speaking from an informed place. You always want to make sure that you are imparting knowledge and educating people and informing people. And I never want to sound really stupid.
Yeah.
So,
Like that, not knowing the director of Atlanta. Yeah, got it.
see, right. I never want to, talk about a social ill, and I am just talking out my head,
Right,
so
right.
my fear is always ensuring that I at least sound smart, and
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm very smart, so I'm always like, oh, Anika, just please today just pray on it, 'cause,
Yeah. Well, you know what? I can honestly say, because even from my days of being on the radio, I'd experienced pretty much the same thing as what I experience now. And it's that when you are in the public eye, you're vulnerable. I don't like the vulnerabilities of being in the public eye, but it's something that obviously cannot be avoided, because the truth of the matter is we're all human, we're all imperfect, and we all have faults, so to speak.
Yeah.
So the thing with being on the radio or being on television is that unlike your neighbor who gets to sort of keep his faults at bay.
Yeah, you're in the public eye.
You're in the public
Yeah.
eye. People can either see them,
Yeah.
get to know them, figure things out about you. And what I've come to realize is I can only be me. I can't be anyone else. I can't be anything else. And sure, I am imperfect and I won't get it right all the time. I won't say all the right things all the time, but this is who I am.
Power to
And
you,
I'm
honey.
Les
Say
Boogie,
it
baby,
loud.
and take it or leave it. What you see is what you get.
So guys,
It's as simple
another
as that.
plug, Leslie plug. What you see is what you get.
Yep.
After the break, we'll be back with some Bahamas International Film Festival news and what you can expect this December. See you in a minute.
We are back with the stew. Thank you so much for tuning in. This segment, we are delighted to have in studio with us founder and executive director of the Bahamas International Film Festival, now in its 13th year. Let's welcome Leslie Vanderpool.
Hello, ladies. It's so great to see you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you were just
Such
beautiful.
wonderful ladies.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's good to be here. We're
great to
celebrating
have you.
women this festival as well with Women in Film panel.
Yes.
Yes.
Lovely.
Thank you for having me.
So 13 years and going strong.
Yes, and it's so exciting to see it grow. I mean, we have taken off with showcasing over 1,000 films. We have brought industry professionals to the Bahamas. We bring Hollywood to the Bahamas. We educate children how to make film. We've gone into the schools and and we've taught over 800 students since 2004 how to make film. Actually, we're in the schools right now as we speak doing a 3-week course, and they'll be premiering their films at the festival. But we have 96 films from 26 countries, and we have about 5 Bahamian films. And the festival starts in Harbor Island from the 5th to the 8th, and then in Nassau from the 8th to the 11th. And I'm just so excited to be highlighting the Bahamas.
It's huge.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't realize that the film festival is more than just showcasing films from around the world. Yes. There are panel discussions, there are opportunity for people to attend master classes. There's the screenwriters residency, where films actually grow.
That's one of my favorite programs because you may know Maria Govin. She made a film called Rain, and that screenplay was nurtured at the Bahamas International Film Festival, and one of the producers, Nate Cohen, helped her raise $1 million to make her film. So, you know, we're, and even people like Lee Daniels, who we discover, you know, with Precious, Tennessee, and then a few other films. But yeah, I mean, films are so entertaining and they raise social consciousness. You're absolutely right. It's all about, there's other aspects to the film festival, but yes,
there's
it's
no
wonderful.
doubt that BIF has made such a big contribution to the film industry in the Bahamas. What are your predictions for future growth of the festival and for the film industry at large?
The film industry is already growing. I mean, look where we are right now. I mean, you guys are broadcasting with quality. We are encouraging Bahamian filmmakers. And you started with us 13 years ago. I mean, you can tell the growth within the Bahamas as to who's making film. And in addition to that, I think that we need to be mindful of the runaway productions that are leaving the country. Like when I say runaway productions, Hollywood is not coming to the Bahamas anymore because it's too expensive. So we have to create rebates and incentives. And so there needs to be a larger conversation to be had about that. But yeah, so we are growing as a country with film. We have so many amazing stories to tell. There's 5 Bahamian films in the festival. We also have great actors that unfortunately they cannot be here. They have to leave. Dorian Missick is one of them. You know, Sidney Poitier had to leave. We have a lot of really great people who are making us proud in the industry abroad.
I love that you said these films raise, you know, much needed conversation as it pertains to social ills. But what are some of the benefits of film and the importance of it?
The benefits in which way?
Well, people creating films and creating films around certain topics, you know, to spark discussions.
Yeah, there's so many films. Precious, one of them. You know, that Q&A, the conversation that we had after the film, when Lenny Kravitz was there, and the writer Jeffrey Fletcher, who won the Academy Award for Best Writing, first African American to win an Academy Award for writing. But you know, I remember that conversation was like 30 minutes long because people saw themselves in that story. You know, it was about abuse. So you know, these are ways that raise, that spark action. Even if it's when we're showing a film about lionfish, even if it's a documentary about how invasive it's becoming in our country, or you know, about cancer. You know, Carl's Presence, Kevin Taylor's film. You know, what would you do if you had 3 weeks to live, kind of thing. So these are conversations as well as entertainment value. Yes.
So what's your favorite? I have to ask. What's your favorite film coming up?
Well, I know you have animals. What's your favorite? What? Do you have a favorite animal?
Many, yes. The film's being showcased in the next few weeks.
Yes.
Is there one that you're like, wow, if someone sees this is going to be a game changer?
I definitely have goosebumps when I think of all of them, and I wanted to make sure that everyone comes out to see all of the films. In particular, a film that won the Screenwriters Residency Program in 2008. Claire Ains is a Trinidadian writer, and she wrote that script, and today at the festival we will have the film Bazodi with Michelle Montano.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was about to bring it up. Very excited to see that. I've seen the trailer online, and it seems like an absolutely breakthrough film out of Trinidad. So,
and that's going to make us really proud. You can imagine, you know, if it's picked up worldwide, the kind of attention that we will receive, and also it's receiving attention around the Caribbean. It's been screened at a few festivals, and so there's so many other films like Blind with Demi Moore, Alec Baldwin, Dylan McDermott.
And that's the opening night.
That's the opening night, in addition to Before the Trees Was Strange, directed by Derek Burrows, and even all of the short films. We have about 64 short films. So yeah, short films are making it really big in the world of cinema.
So in terms of Bazodi, I didn't realize that Marshall was actually dabbling in acting.
Yes.
For people who don't know, to give us a little bit more of a synopsis. I'm just excited.
Well, he's
about
starring in
that.
it. That is it. He is the sexy heartthrob in Bazodi. And oh my gosh, I can't wait for the
Oh my gosh.
well, I just can't wait for everybody to see it. You know, the venue is going to be at Fort Charlotte. So we're going to have an open air opening night film and open air closing night film. The opening night film is in Rawson Square. Everyone dress your old Hollywood Bahama Wood style. And then the closing night, Bazodi, that's going to be at Fort Charlotte. Dress your Carnival Caribbean style.
Nice.
And I'm so excited to marry entertainment with film.
Wow.
The opening night entertainment is Ronnie Butler. And
You like that?
Yes.
He's a fave here.
Same here.
and also another heartthrob is Benjai. He's performing for closing night. So
I love that you still feel very excited and passionate about it. Does it still feel as good as it did in the very beginning?
That is a trick for people who are dabbling in whatever they want to do. If you still have this energy and this drive, that is the key to success. You have to be passionate about something.
Right.
Yes, and I love the segment that you did a few weeks ago about business. Like if you do something that you know is.
If it feels
It feels right, do it.
Yeah.
Well, Leslie, we've got to wrap things up, but tell everyone very quickly the website and how they can get more information on the festival.
Absolutely. www.bintlfilmfest.com is our website, or just Google Bahamas International Film Festival. You'll see all of the events. You'll see the schedule of films. You'll see the panel discussions, the masterclass. You can travel with us to Harbor Island.
Wow.
Also, we have an amazing group of people. Kurt Wimmer, he wrote Total Recall and Point Break. He will be in Harbor Island mentoring the script writers, and also Jib Polimus, Laura Croft, Tomb Raider, The Mechanic,
Good stuff.
and then so many amazing people who are going to be mentoring people. So please call us at 698-1800 or look at our website. And
it's all
The
there.
ladies will be happy to give you more information. Should you? So please, thank you very much for your support.
Thank you so much for being here, Leslie. It's been a great
Leslie
time
and
having
Leslie.
you here. Yes.
Yes,
We've got more of this
no other
stew.
Leslie?
Stay tuned.
Welcome to this week's Fab Frugal. We're giving you tips on how to manage your career and money right here on The Stew. Today we're going into part 2 of Investing 101, asset classes. Now, asset classes is basically a group of investment products that are similar in terms of the risk, the return that you get on your money, and the time horizon. So I'm going to go into 5 basic asset classes that you should know about. So the first asset class we're going to talk about is cash. Cash is good if you want to just preserve your capital or you want to get your money back quickly. The downside, however, is it doesn't protect you against inflation or rising prices. Now, cash, we're talking about physical currency, and we're talking about putting your money into a savings account and just letting it sit there. However, over a long period of time, your return on your money is a lot lower if you're making like 2% interest or something like that. The second asset class I want to talk about is fixed income securities, and these are your bonds, which is corporate debt. So corporate debt is essentially if a company wants to buy big machinery, they might need help to actually pay for that machinery, so they'll issue bonds, which is debt. Now, bonds are good for getting a return on what you invested over a long period of time. So that's amazing, and it's better than cash. It is better than cash, actually. So what's the downside of fixed income securities? Well, the company may not be necessarily committed to paying you back. So if you go for a company with that higher risk rating, which we spoke about in the last Fab Frugal, then the risk is there that they may not pay you back. But if you go with a company that has a lower risk rating, there might be a chance that your return on your investment might be just a little bit lower. The third asset class we're going to talk about is equity, which is essentially buying and selling of company shares. Now, equity is really good for liquidity because it's on the exchanges. It's easy to buy and sell between other traders. However, you have to have really good knowledge to be able to actually know when to buy and know when to sell shares. So it's not really recommended for beginners. The last two asset classes I want to talk about is real estate, and you have your others like commodity and gold. Now, it takes a higher investment, but you're probably going to get a lot more money over a very long period of time. So it's usually a good idea to actually invest in these physical assets if you're going to hold them for a long time. But it's up to you what you're comfortable investing in, what's your risk, what's your return, and what time period do you want to hold your investments for. These are things you should think about if you want to invest in your future. This has been your week's Fab Frugal. We'll be back with more The Stew.
Well, what an absolutely great way to start the week off, talking about film, entertainment, internet, and so much more. Thank you very much, Leslie Vanderpool, for stopping by and telling us a little bit about the 13th Annual Bahamas International Film Festival. Ladies, we got to release some of our, how should I put it, insecurities with being on television and so much more, talking about the internet and our favorite viral videos. I enjoyed myself today. How about you?
I sure did. It's
Yes,
Monday, it's the start of a new week.
It's Monday. Friday is a few more days away.
That's all you're looking forward to. Hey, you're going to have your Wine Wednesday first and then get to your freaky Friday coming up. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But once again,
Leslie, that was great.
We've enjoyed having you here with us. Check us out all across social media, ILTV Studios, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, the whole lot. And we will see you next time.
Wait.